me to share. I don't know if I shared it already, but it's a rapture dream I had a long time ago. And basically, what I seen in the dream was, I was working in this office building. Like I could say I was like almost to the top. It's like a skyscraper, like some you would see in New York type stuff. But what happened was I remember I had these papers in my hand. I was talking to like one of my coworkers. I was doing something, and then this thing, you know, we heard this trumpet sound. Everybody froze, like not just us in the building, but I remember seeing cars being stopped and everything. And I remember this portal had opened. Like it's like you could see heaven type stuff. And you see angels come out of the portal, and you seen Jesus on his throne. It was like he was on his throne, but he was like you could see him type stuff. And I remember the glass on the building had shattered, so it's like if you was to walk out of the building, out of the window, you would fall because of no glass. And what happened was, for the believers, you would see that they had this white orb. Some of them had golden orbs, but it was like it came above their head. And what the angels did, see, a lot of people don't know that some of the angels actually do look like us, you know. But so what had happened was, and when I say look like us, I mean facial features, and they may have an arm like us and legs like stuff, but basically they look like us. But yeah, man, they was coming out the portal and they were grabbing the orb. So some of the Christians had the white orb. Some of them, it wasn't too many who had a gold one, but it was a lot, you know. But it's more just the white orbs. But there were some people who didn't have any orbs, and those are the people who didn't get raptured or whatever. But in a dream, what happened was they grabbed the orbs, and as soon as they touch your orb and grab it, they'll grab it like a ball. It was you would be taken into the spirit, and it's like you'll be getting pulled up into heaven, you know. And that was basically it. I have more rapture dreams. Like I have a lot more rapture dreams, but that's just one of them. You know what? I'm gonna share this one, right? So I remember we was okay, this is another one. I was at my old school, the school that I graduated from. I was walking around, and I remember I heard these chariots. I'm gonna share one more dream I had, but it's about the second coming. I remember I had chariots. I heard chariots, and with chariots, the thing was, I remember it made me. It like I passed out. Like I remember feeling the Holy Spirit, and I passed out. And I was looking up at time, like before I passed out, I looked up, you know, to see where that noise was coming from. And I passed out. And when I had my eyes open while I was on the ground. When I looked on the ground, like it was some people's legs. I guess you can call this the mark of God, but it was in some language that I couldn't understand. But I know it was not. I don't think I ever seen this type of language. But it was on people's legs, people's arms, or sometimes people's foreheads. But for me and this other person that I seen, I could only see their legs, and they had the mark on their leg, on the outside of their leg by the calf. And I also had one on my leg, but I was looking at this and it was shining. Like, imagine you have this writing on your leg, but it shines. That's what happened. I remember we got pulled up out of our spirit, and we went all the way out of Earth's atmosphere, and we went to space. And Jesus, it was like he was just waiting for us to come. It was like he was sitting crisscross applesauce. Now, when we had this part, everything had turned into a cartoon once we reached Earth's atmosphere. Now, I ain't gonna say that everything just gonna turn into a cartoon in real life, but in a dream, that's what happened. Like, Jesus was a cartoon character. It's like his whole body looked like a cartoon, and all of us had cartoon bodies type stuff. It was like, it looked so real, to be honest, and it felt real. But yeah, that was just one of them. We went into Earth's atmosphere and got into space. It was like we met Jesus. in the air type stuff, like you said in the Bible. But yeah, and there's one more I'm gonna share. I'm going by so fast because it's hot outside and I'm trying to get back in there. But another one was, this is the second coming. So this dream felt so real, bro. Like, this was one of the realest dreams I ever had. And what happened in the dream was let me see. It was like we was in heaven, right? Me and the body of Christ. I was like in the front. I don't know why I was in the front, bro, but I was in the front, and I had armor on. I had a sword in my hand and a shield. I had a helmet. Like everybody else had on the same. Like we all had on the same type of armor and stuff, you know, and swords and everything. And we was on this. It's like at first we was standing up, and then it's like we got on our horses, and everybody had a right horse, you know. And what happened was when we got on this horse, it's like Jesus, like we was waiting for Jesus to like lead us to somewhere, in which I know was Armageddon. Not Armageddon, but the second coming. I might be mistaken. It may be the same thing, but yeah, we was waiting for him. Like, so basically Jesus was walking up to be in front of us. And I don't know if he gave a speech or not, but I remember it switched to us coming out of heaven. Like, imagine you all the way up in the air, like all the way, like say if you up in space, like way up there to the top. And what happened was we had it was like we was riding down. It felt like a roller coaster. Like, but I don't know why I wasn't scared, because I wasn't like falling out of the air type stuff. But yeah, we was riding down to earth, and right before we touched the ground, like we didn't even, I said we was this close from the ground, like our horse feet touching the ground. I woke up, and before I woke up, I can say this: it was like we was paused. Like everybody was like, I remember I was hearing people asking questions like, is we gonna get the fight? Like, is we gonna get the fight, you know? And I was just hearing it, and then somebody was like, no, Jesus is gonna hit them one big time and everything was gonna be done. But yeah, after that I woke up, and that dream was amazing. But yeah, that was just it. 2 rapture dreams and 1 second coming dream.